Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. We've had a great day. Well, great day so far. Helen and I have been to the beach. So not long been back. So I haven't had much time to do any prep, but you know, when you're working on the fly, I think some of your best work comes out. So how is everyone today? Oh, Helen's in the background there saying hello, so that's great as well. Thank you, everyone. Going to do a quick shout out to a few people. We have Hot Toddy Crafts, Hazel. We have Ali, Angie, Trudy, Handy Scandy. We have Olga. We have Ivy. Oh, we have so many people. So hello to everybody if I haven't named you already. Before I start, obviously we had that Flash 30 sale yesterday. That is now finished, obviously. But if you check on the website, there is still discount on Christmas products, so please do check that out if you want to venture to the website and have a look. The discount code is, Helen will tell you what the discount code is. I can't remember. I've thrown the piece of paper away, so she'll actually tell me now. She did tell me beforehand, and I didn't write it down. In fact, I threw the piece of paper away, so I'm sorry, Helen. There we go. That's live for you. So today I am going to use, what am I going to use today? Oh, cameras are switched around. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm going to use the Shining Star stamp set, which is absolutely stunning. Now, what I like about this particular stamp set, yes, Christmas, but this was designed not just for Christmas. This is great for graduations, or whether you just want to send somebody a star saying they're a beautiful star, just, you know, a shining bright, you know, just anything that you want to send to somebody. This works perfectly because there is nothing Christmassy in it. The text isn't Christmas, so it's a case it's really, really cool, and I do love this. This is a great set, absolutely stunning, and I love this the text that I did with it for the star, and then we've also got the shine bright. It's a fantastic set. Nice size as well. You've got that grunginess going on there. You've got some really cool words that are like obviously relate to the word star. You've got some separate lovely elements here. You've got this lovely star cluster. You've got an individual large star on its own, the smaller one. You've got obviously shine bright, which is really cool. I love that one as well. Obviously that would be good. But yeah, not just for Christmas. So that is what we're going to use today. We're also going to use, what else am I going to use? So I'm going to use, a sentiment from our Christmas wishes. Again, there we go. Helen said the discount code, let me just swap to the front camera. So 30% off Christmas, you have to use code CC30 on the checkout. When you reach the checkout, obviously fill your basket with whatever you want and then put CC30 at the end, and that will receive your discount off Christmas products. So feel free to have a look on that. This is a great set, the Christmas Wishes. Again, this is kind of basically a follow-up to our other set that we had a while ago, which was called Birthday Wishes. Again, they both work really, really well. I think I'll get you one just to show you my birthday wishes. Did I have it here? Yes. So, again, as you can see, they are superb. Again, both have these nice kind of big words. They have this kind of grungy text, so they actually work across the ways as well. We have lovely little smaller elements, like a tree and a star. We've got this lovely star kind of cluster thing there as well. That's really cool. We've got birthday words in there, and again, similar, but obviously for birthday, one for Christmas, but they are really good. I love them. So again, if you've got one, I would say get the other one. And then to finish off, we are going to use our stencil, which is called Superstar. I absolutely adore this stencil. It's a really cool stencil. Basically, let me just take them out of the packet for you. Got one here. So we have, obviously, we have the stencil, and then we've got the mask as well that goes with it, which is really cool. But what is really cool is that will work in conjunction with this. So again, you can see where we're going now. We can do so much with it. We could put this over the top. Obviously, you can stamp your image. You can place it over the top. You can blend through it, do whatever you want. Alternatively, you can use this on its own in its own right. It's really cool. But also you could obviously, maybe if you want to cover up the star and you want to blend around the star with some colours, you can do that as well. Again, really, really cool. So that is why these work together or individually as well. Really, really nice. So shall we make a start? Oh, there we go. Helen is saying that the discount code for the Christmas is right at the top of the website. So on the very top of the banner, you'll see on the website there, right at the top there, there'll be a strip across the top saying what the discount is. So that's great. Anyone who I can't remember anything. So as Helen always telling me, yeah, Helen. Who's that? Yeah, Helen. As always telling me that I forget things. So there we go. That's why I write things down. And then throw them away. So right, let's have a play, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a background. I'll use a spritz background to create the background for our shining star, and then I will also then stamp out the star as well. So let's do some playing, shall we? So the first thing I will need to get is a piece of card, and I'm using a piece of black card today. I had so much fun the other day when if you weren't here the other day when I was creating the hedgehog. Oh no, sorry, the pumpkin. It was this one here. So I created this the other day and I was having so much fun with the oxides. I wanted to, I still like that, that's really cool. I wanted to play with oxides. I mean, I've been using oxide spray, normal distress sprays for a while, and now I'm going to jump to using a few oxides. So I'm going to be using oxide sprays today. And they work great with black cards, so hence me playing with those. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously try not to make too much of a mess with my spraying. So we'll have a look now, see where we're going. Right, okay, put the piece of tissue paper underneath, or tissue. Again, got lots of different colour oxide sprays here, but I'm going for kind of blues and greens. Because the reason being is if I'm doing the star, maybe a yellow, that bluiness will actually work really well against the yellow. So let's make a start. Again, not being too choosy as to which colour goes first. I'm thinking I'll use the salty ocean. I like a bit of salty ocean. Right. I know. And that's not how you. This is not how you. I think you're supposed to do it side to side like that, till the ball goes, or kind of roll it. Not to shake it up and down. Right, so that's the first colour down. Next I'm going to go in with, now I do like this Savage Patina as well. It's a little bit blue, and then we'll go in with, this is a slightly greeny look on it, a peacock feathers, but that's really cool as well. I like that. Again, just spray there just to get the looks that you're after. Then I'm going to go in with Mermaid Lagoon, another nice colour, and see how some of these colours are starting to mix up together, which is great. And we'll finish off with a bit of Savage Patina. Okay. Again, this now once I think we'll add a little bit of water here and there as well, and I'll dry this off. What's everyone been up to today on this glorious sunny Saturday? It's actually been quite sunny outside. We did hit a little shower, typical when we got to the beach. So I'm just spraying this off now. We didn't have any fish and chips. It was way too early to have fish and chips at the beach, but and we didn't even have an ice cream either. We just sat looking at the sea, had a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, just to kind of wind down. You know, after an incredibly hard week. Helen's been incredibly busy, so you know it's nice to be able to kind of take some time out, which is very important. Again, if you're not happy with this, just kind of mop up those edges if you don't want it too harsh an edge. Now, it's never going to come out the same, even using the same colours, it's not going to come out the same, but I do like having this to play with as well, so I do like that. I think I'm going to also add a little bit of shimmer to this as well. So I have got some, I think this is mica stain, which is called Winter Frost. I think that would be a lovely kind of colour that would go well with that, give it added sparkle. So just dry this for a second. I shall add some winter frost, I should say it's called. Oh, it's quite dark actually, but I think once it dries, it's going to give that sparkle that I'm after. You know, when you first do something, you'll go, but once obviously the heat gun hits it, that colour's going to obviously not be as intense as it was, but just leave that lovely mica finish to it. We have Amy here as well. Amy's saying it's rainy in Virginia, USA. Puppy training, eh? Nice. So this is starting to look really, really nice. I mean, you could go in with lots of different colours, but sometimes you don't need to. You know, because I'm going to use a very bright yellow against this blue, it's going to look fantastic. So I'm just drying this off, and I will use the stencil on this next. So just drying this off now. I shall dry it off and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully dry. Okay. Right. So if I just move that out of the way for a second. So now you can see that lovely mica on there as well. So you know, if you haven't got any mica sprays, then it's a good call to get some, because it just adds a little bit more to your work as well. You know how different that looks with a bit of mica on there. I think it's gorgeous. It just adds that extra depth, and it looks amazing. It really does. The camera doesn't do it justice. So that's the background. Now I'm going to tape it down because I'm going to use the stencil on it. So I shall get my stencil, which is this one here. Absolutely fantastic stencil. Yeah, and I'll just tape that down. I like the rays. You see, I'm concentrating on the rays today because I want the rays. So even if I get a little bit of sparkle on there, it doesn't matter because I'm going to put the other star on top of that anyway. So I'll just get some tape to tape it down. Try and keep my head out of the way. There we go. Now, just typical of when in my head planning to use some texture paste. The original one that I was going to use is all dried up, and then I looked for the next lot of sparkle paste that I wanted to use, and that had dried up as well. So now what are we going to do? Good question. So I already have obviously clear texture paste, and you've probably got loads of clear texture paste as well. So what I'm going to do is kind of like Frankenstein my own kind of sparkly paste of some description and some colour. Who knows how it's going to come out, but that's all that's the fun of this, isn't it? Is to have a bit of a play, and hopefully we get something really cool looking. So I'm going to get some texture paste out. Colour wise, now because I've already got the blue in there, I'm looking for something more sparkly. So what I might do is I'm going to put the clear on, and then I'm going to use some distress, the glitter. This is the clear rock candy. So that's going to go over the top. So it's when you shine it, when it dries, it's going to look really sparkly. Exactly what I want. Failing that, if you've already got some, I was going to sneeze there. No, don't sneeze, Mark. It'll probably blow your ears off. Right. So I'll get my palette knife, and all I'm going to do is, oh, I've got some rubbish on there from yesterday. So did anyone watch my live yesterday with the with my hedgehog? Sorry, I'm digressing now. Whilst please feel free to have a look at the YouTube video for that. Really cool technique on creating this lovely textury kind of leaves. So really nice, fun technique. That do watch that back. It's really cool. So we're going to get our palette knife, which should be clean. It'll do. I'm going to just get some paste, and because I'm doing the rays and this star is actually going to be covered, it doesn't matter if I'm going over it. It does not matter one bit. So I'm just going to go over that now. In fact, I mean, you could do this, put some glitter on, and then you've got a pretty cool card anyway. You don't need to have the stamp, but having the stamp really does add that extra wow factor to the element. And that stamp is an all year round stamp as well. So, you know, if you haven't got it, it's great to have. So I'm just going over this. Once you're happy with it, stop. Now obviously it just carries some of the colour on, so I don't really want to put that back in there. This time I'm just going to wipe that off. So I'm just going to clean that up. There we go. Don't need that, shame to waste it, but there we go. And we're just going to peel this off now. Oh, no, I'm not going to peel this off now, Mark. Oh, nearly. Right, what I'm going to do first of all, before I peel it off, is let's put this lid back on. You could have done it afterwards, but it's easy to do, I find, when it's on. So I'm going to get some of my glitter there, which is really nice, love that. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on. Shall I? Oh, I'll just use the. I just dropped that. Next. Just sprinkle it all over. I'm after some sparkly rays. I mean, the star's going to look really cool as well. You can put on as much or as little as you want for this particular project. More is more. Okay. Once you're happy with that, now we can remove the stencil. So do that gently. Oh, where's my bin? I'm reading the comments as I go, because it's nice to see what people are talking about. Right, let's just peel this off and let's see what we have to finish. Now I'm going to probably dry this off a little bit, because obviously I need to fast forward a little bit, and I don't have one already pre-prepped, so I will dry this. So let's just peel that off. Whoop. Separate. Hold on, Mark. There we go. Okay. So peel that off and just tap off any excess glitter that we have. Right. And I'll also quickly clean up my mess that I've made here. Very messy today. I've got glitter on the floor, so that's not good. Luckily, vacuum cleaner will help that out. Right, okay, let's quickly clean this. Okay. So now what we have this lovely sparkliness going on. You can't see that until I start drying it and when it dries off more. but I will start to dry it off now. Just hold this down. Normally you would probably wait maybe half an hour or so for it to dry properly, because it will dry clear and it will just leave the sparkle of the glitter. But I'm having to fast forward just a little bit. Just so that you can see exactly what we've got. Is everyone talking about their messy craft room? I'm not going to say anything about mine. Probably best not to. But it is a mess. So again, the clear texture paste obviously has a slight colour, so you can see it when you put it on, but when it does dry, it will dry totally clear and we'll just be left with the that kind of glittery look going on. So you can start to see that. It's hard to see with the camera at the moment, but that is starting to look really, really nice. And once it's dry, it's going to look absolutely stunning. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to get my star. So just put that to one side. I need another piece of card, and what I'm going to do is I shall get some more tissue. I've got a piece of white card here now. I need to stamp my star, but I'm going to stamp it on some sprayed background. I'm going to use some distress inks. Again, you could colour it lots of different ways. I'm just going to do a quick spray with some yellow, and then we'll stamp on top of that. Or maybe I'll stamp first and then I'll spray. Ooh, good question. Right, okay, I'll stamp first. I think that'd be easier for me. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this in here, and we'll get our lovely star out. Place that down. Okay. Again, it's really cool, isn't it? It's fantastic. An all year round star. That's it's good, you know, in terms of, you know, you can use it for so many different occasions. Right. So I'm just going to lift that up, and we'll get some. I'm using VersaFine, which is the nice black that I'm after. Move this out of the way. Always hit and miss. I've got about 3 or 4 different ink pads on the go, black ones. So which one this is, we'll soon find out. Whether it's one of the juicy ones or one of the ones that needs to be re-inked. So we'll soon find out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear it. I'm going to clear emboss this anyway. So not one of the juiciest ones, but that's fine. I'll just swap it over for another one. Right, let's use this one instead. One of the great things about stamping platform, obviously, not happy if you want your blacker. Just go back over until you're totally happy with it, and then we'll clear emboss that. Oh, that's looking nice now. I do like that. Perfect. Right, so take this off. So what I decided to do is I'm going to just quickly clear emboss it. I'm going to spray it, and then I'll just quickly cut it out. So I'm just going to clear emboss this now. Clear embossing powder oh, not the white one, clear embossing powder. So this is the Wow clear embossing powder, really nice. And there's lots of different brands out there. Just use whichever one you've got or prefer. So put this back in the tub. And I should quickly clear emboss that. This is a really great image. There's so much to look at on it. There's lots of little details there that you go, oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. And it's got just enough grunginess in there as well, just to, those who want a little bit more kind of mixed media look to it as well. You can obviously keep that in if you want to, but you can also take it out. So just get the centre done. Okay, it's looking great now. So just hold that fuse so you can see. Missed a bit. Ha. Didn't have my glasses on. That's typical. Yeah, got it now. There we go. So, only human, but that looks gorgeous. I mean, we've got things like, light up the sky, waiting for a star, shine bright. Yeah, it's great. Absolutely love those words in there. Superb. So now what we can do is you could have easily just maybe, if you want to, you could use your blending tool to blend the colour in if you want to. I could do that. I could spray it. I'm undecided as to which way I'm going to go with it. It doesn't really matter because I've got to cut it out anyway. So maybe I'll just use the spray because I've got a spray here. So we have some squeezed lemonade, so I'll probably use that. Again, these are the distressed ones and not the oxide, these ones. So just some colour on there. I might use a tiny bit of the fossilized amber because that's lovely and bright, but maybe I don't want it too bright. So I'm going to just get possibly a little bit of fossilized amber on there as well. Maybe just a slight hint of amber on there. Not much. Again, try not to make it too uniform looking. Obviously you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to quickly do is just dry that off. And one of the last things I'm going to do is I'm going to use some shimmer spray. So I'm just quickly drying this off, and you can see that obviously you don't want big blobs, but then you want it not to be totally uniform on the colour. Can you see that now? Once that's dry, that's going to look really nice. But what else you want to do is I'm just going to add some of this Perfect Pearls mists. Again, any shimmer spray will work, and this will just add obviously a hint of shimmer to it, which is exactly what I'm after there. Try my other one. Right, so I've added my shimmer to it now, and we're just going to dry that off. I think you're going to like this as well, because I think this colour, the yellow against the blue, it's going to look absolutely amazing. Okay, I think we'll stop there. So we'll take that away. And still not dry around the edges, but that doesn't matter because I'm gonna cut this out now. So I'm just gonna get a knife and get my sharp knife. And what I will do is I will just quickly cut this out. I mean, you can use scissors if you wish to. I'm kind of always using a knife. That's just what I'm used to. So if you like using scissors, go for the scissors. And I'm just cutting around the actual star. I don't need, in this particular project, I don't need any of the extra on this. So I'm just going to go around and we'll cut this out. You could have a die for it if you wanted to, but we didn't do a die because it was pretty easy shape to cut out. It wasn't too complicated at all. Just quickly cutting this out. As I'm cutting, I'm reading a few of the comments, so yeah, it's nice to see what everyone's doing on a Saturday. I know I've done two. Well, I did a live last night and another one today, so that's great. Trying to get really back into doing lives again. I think we're nearly done this now. Oh, missed a bit there. Always the same. You always miss a bit that you think you got. Right. So I'll move that out of the way. So now we have this gorgeous star. Now what I'm going to do next is I do have a card blank. So I'll just find that. Okay, card blank we have here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, this is a lot drier now. It's getting there. Still wet as you can see. And once it's totally dry, those sparkles will really, really sparkle out really well. I will brush off. I've got my brush. Find my brush. Okay, we can brush off some of the excess. What I'm doing is I'm just brushing off some of the excess that was left on the card, and then it will come to life when it's dry. So now you can see that it's starting to look really nice. What I'll do is, we've got a card full of glitter now. That's cool. So we just peel that off and we'll stick that down. Do you know, I'm thinking, do I want to go, ooh. It's a good question whether I go gold or not. No, I'll keep it as simple as it is. Sometimes you know, you can do too much and it just doesn't look the way you wanted it to. Now we've got this lovely, let me just show you the star. So it does really, really spark. You can't see the shimmer on there, but it's absolutely stunning. It was really bright. I just got to trim that a little bit off the edge there. Missed that bit. Okay, and there's a little bit there as well. That's what I do. Just got to get it right. Okay. So we're looking better with that now. And we'll get it the right way up. So, as I said before, this is going to go on top of that there, like so. And once that's totally dry, that's going to look really cool. So I'm going to stick this down while I can. And I'm using some of my Collal 3D glue. Great stuff. we go. I think got enough on there. Okay. So next what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn this over and just bend those edges. We've got some, want to have a little bit of dimension to it, to the start. And that's going to stick straight on top of there. Again, you could have done, you know, the crystal looks nice because it's very understated on here, but it's going to look absolutely stunning. And we have got, once that's dry, that's going to look really sparkly. Again, at different, you can't see it straight on, but at those angles, that's going, that rock candy crystal, that's going to look really nice. So I do like that. Now the other thing I need to do is we have sentiments. So I have a couple of sentiments that I've already prepped, and I'm going to have sparkle at the top here. Oh, I've done something on the inside as well. I will show you that in a second. And I can't remember what I put, so I can't remember what I did, and that was ages ago. So let's have a look. Let me just do this first. I'll put the sentiments on, and then we'll open it up to see inside. So I'm just putting some glue on. Again, you know, the good thing about this silicone glue is if you want to move things around, you know, you've got maybe half an hour or so or more to position it to the where exactly you want it. If you weren't happy to start off with, there's always the ability to move it. So I'm thinking just moving that across a touch. Right, pretty central. Sparkle, well, I have sparkle up there, and then think I'm going to put Christmas there. And what I like is that the ability just to have that star coming over the top of that. That's going to look really nice. So let me just move the camera out just a little bit more. I'll glue this down. Anybody who may have just joined, please remember to use the discount code for the Christmas products, which is CC30. You'll find that at the top of the page. There's like a strip across the top of the page, and you can't miss it. So anything that that really just catches your eye, you'll find some amazing products in there as well. So I'm just going to put this down here, I think. And I see, I do like how the yellow contrasts with, because you could have done that in gold if you wanted to, but I think it would have been one colour if you see what I mean. But that's going to look, when it's dry, it's still quite wet at the moment, but that sparkle on there, that looks really nice. Oh, and camera wake up, what did I do inside? So that's a good question. So do you remember when at the start when I said about the Christmas wishes? I have used the Christmas wishes. So on the outside of it I used the Sparkle at Christmas, that was on the front, and then also on the inside of the card I used, so look, see what we've got here. So we have, I used the star cluster from the Shining Star set. We've got this lovely star cluster, so I've used that down there, and we've got Have a Magical Time, because I think that kind of really works, doesn't it? Again, Sparkle at Christmas, superb. That really does finish it off. You know, you don't expect that, and that's what I like. You know, not just doing outside of something, is to finish it off as well. So again, it's still wet there and dry, so I will clear up that that inky mess when it's dry. But yeah, I mean, I may, once it's totally dry, I may actually do a few droplets of white on there as well, because I think that would work really well. But I'll wait till it's totally dry, because I don't want that white to be absorbed with the other colour. So wait till it's dry, and then we can move on there. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do as well? I was going to show everybody a couple of the samples, so bear with me a second. Let me just show you them now. So let me just show you at the end here now. So that is what I've just created. And I do have a couple of samples. Only I picked a couple out because our design team have got so many samples. I could have been here for hours doing that. So let me just move this one out of the way a second. And I shall quickly show you some of the samples using the same stamp set but in totally different ways. So this one was by Jane. Yes, this one was by Jane. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Again, she's used the that cluster in a different way on the front of the card. I think that's gorgeous. Again, Christmassy, but doesn't have to be Christmas. We've got a few more here as well. So these two are also by Jane. Again, how cool are they? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love those two. The next one really does show off the stencil on its own. So how cool is that? And that sentiment there, doesn't that look great? How a word star, it's so grungy but so cool looking. And using the star cluster behind the sentiment stamp there, that looks amazing. Love that, absolutely love that. It's fantastic. I don't know how she's done that, but that's really cool. Love that. That's probably on. You'd probably be able to find out how that's done. And that was done by Linda. So that's amazing. Thank you, Linda. And to finish off, we have one by Leanne. So that was this one here. Again, what she's done is she's actually layered up that star in totally different colours, but isn't that lovely as well? I like the background as well. She's clustered it up and then put the star on top. So that, again, at an angle, it looks amazing. I do like that. So they are stunning. So thank you, everybody. We'll finish off going back to mine, which I created just now. So I hope you enjoyed that. Once it's dry, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of white paint on there as well. Just to add that extra little element to it as well. So so thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching, and yeah, it's been fun, hasn't it? Didn't take too long. No, 5:30 now, so it's taken an hour, less than an hour, 45 minutes. That's good. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, do check out the website. Some amazing products on there. If you want to get any of the Christmas products, they are on a discount on. So that's craft CC30. So that discount code is at the top of the website, so you don't forget it. So have a nice weekend, everyone, and we will see you soon. I'll see you next week sometime. So thanks, guys. Thank you. Bye.